Hello everyone, welcome back. This is going to be Project Cars, and I'm doing it on the Xbox because I still can't get it working on my PC after my Assetto Corsa video. It's been a few weeks now. I've decided I can't be bothered trying to get it fixed, so let's just do it on the Xbox. Which is good because patch 2.0 has just come out, so it's kind of time to see if the Project Cars honeymoon period is over. They've tried to patch some of the dodgy crap out of the game, and yeah, that's going to be interesting. One thing that's going to be kind of interesting is seeing how this wheel goes with it. I have played it a lot with the wheel on the Xbox, but patch 2.0 is supposed to have changed a few things, and after 1.5 came out, a few things were changed, and now they're talking about things being altered again, and so it's just kind of like, well, basically relearning a new game again. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I really don't know what to expect. I'm going to hit the right button here. I don't have to hit that button on the PC. Who am I? Well, that might make sense if I actually signed in, wouldn't it? Yeah, you can take your guess at what my passcode is, but there's at least 4 of them that you could hear me press then. Good luck trying to figure that out. No, I'll probably mute that in the video, so you wouldn't have heard it. You know, security and stuff. So, alright, while this is loading, what can we talk about? Yeah, patch 2.0 came out recently, which we're about to find out how that's played out. So one thing I want to do is, there is one place I know we used to get a lot of what's-a-who's-its. Let me just turn the volume down here a bit so that you can actually hear me. Yeah, we used to get a lot of frame rate issues. I know exactly where I'm going here because I want to go Dubai Kartdrome. Or maybe I actually have to get in the cart before I can select the Kartdrome. Which way is it? It's back up this way, isn't it? It's a 125 cc. No, I want a 250. Karting. So I like how it doesn't show the karting circuits unless you're in a kart. It doesn't let you take big cars out on a kart track. What am I looking for? Why? Where am I going? Concentrate. Why? Kart track. Down the bottom. Alright. So this is the one that I noticed significant frame rate issues with before this supposed 17% performance increase. So we're going to find out just how good this update has been, because especially I'll point out the area where it is, and I remember where I was noticing the big frame rate drop was coming from. So we'll see how it goes. And there's also, in the same area, there's a point where it just randomly, the physics seem to slow down and then speed up again. Go, go, go! Let's find out. Alright, so basically all you missed me say was the steering feels heavier, and when I pointed out where the laggy zone was. So yeah, the force feedback definitely feels a lot heavier, and a lot more responsive. I definitely feel those curbs now, which is a good thing. Oh, that's a bit wide there. Well, that was one of the spots where I was getting a frame rate drop, and it hasn't happened here, so that's a good start. I have not driven one of these in a long time. It feels a lot different to how I remember it. Alright, here was one of the spots where I was getting a... Oh, you see, it's still doing that annoying physics thing. Oh, it's just jagged out of my hand there. At least that frame rate drop's gone though. That's good. Right, so here there was another. Yeah, see, it's doing it there as well. Still. Whoa. See how it just kind of like shoots forward a bit? So that certainly has not been looked into yet. I'm struggling to pick the right word. So, alright, we know that's not, but the frame rate's fixed at least. That's a good start. Because frame rate was one of the big things, is like, randomly you get a frame rate drop and then it's just like, well, can I brake here or can I not brake here? Because you always brake a little earlier because you're not sure if the frame rate's going to hold. And there's nothing worse than having a jaggy frame rate when you're trying to, you know, really push into a braking zone. So it's good that that's fixed. Oh, might have jumped that start a little bit. Yeah, I went off track there. That's... Whoa! See that? I was like shoveled him out of the way. Nope. Oh, that's... Oh, that's not good. Well, one thing's for sure. Well, there's a bit of a cloud visual glitch right there. What is this? I don't even understand what is going on here. It's just like uncontrollable fits of rage that my wheel is doing. Like, I know it does that. It does that in, even in Assetto Corsa, it does that on the PC. It does that. It's just, it is not that wild. Nope, too much throttle. I reckon it's something in the force feedback. It's trying to straighten, and then it's realizing that it's going too far, and then it's trying to straighten the other way, and then realizing again that it's gone too far, and then trying to straighten the other way again, the opposite the original way, and then realizing that it's gone too far again, and just... Alright, I'll take my hands off the wheel here going down this straight. Watch what happens. I'll end up in the fence. I can't even shift. Oh, there we go. See, I don't know. Why is it doing that? I need a longer straight. Let's go the hanger straight. That'll... I don't know. Anyway, let's just see what happens when I go down this straight. You can probably tell it's going to happen straight away here. Can you hear it? It's just... Now he's trying to just turn to the... Hey, you see, I've just done the calibration. Can you hear that? It's just trying to auto-center all on its own for no apparent reason. I've just done the calibration and it's just like, nah, I'm not having any of this. I have to actually grab it and hold it to get it to actually not do that. So, let's add 5, 6. What? They've gone from being able to jump in 5s with this thing to jumping in 6s. Before patch 2.0, you could only jump in stages of 5s. What is that? Oh, alright, well, let's go 6 dead zone then. Now, if I try and calibrate this thing. Oh, start. So you go there, that's that one. And then you straighten it up and you go, right, next bit, turn it to 90 degrees, which is there. It's still doing it. Honestly, I am shit in the wet. Oh, it's ridiculous how bad I am. Alright, here we go. Yep, still doing it. Woo! Frame rate's good though. It's in the wet with 32 other AI, or 31 other AI cars on there. That was fine. Obligatory comparison that has to be done, because I did it in my last video, so I'm going to do it in this one, is to jump in the McLaren MP4 12-seat on Spa. Just because, why the hell not? Interestingly, the pit lane is here, but the start-finish line is the old start-finish line in Project Cars. I find that interesting. I don't know about you, but I find it interesting. Anyway, here we go. Doesn't have as good as shift lights in Project Cars as in Assetto Corsa. Yeah, definitely cannot take Eau Rouge flat in a GT3 car. Having forgotten about that because I was just driving a Formula A car. I have to remember that I cannot take it flat. Now that's interesting. It's not doing it in a GT3 car. Alright, so all I have to remember now is what my best time was in Assetto Corsa, so that I know. That doesn't feel as off-camber in Project Cars as it does in Assetto Corsa. I'm not deceiving myself that that is an off-camber corner, isn't it? I'm sure it's an off-camber corner back there. It just felt like in Assetto Corsa, if I went wide there, I was guaranteed to go off because the corner is just off camber. I'm sure it's off camber. That's gonna bug me until I actually can get a chance to check that. Oh, I probably broke a little early there. So, alright, this is going to be, I can already tell, this is going to be a long video, because I'm probably going to do 3, maybe 4 laps of this, and I've already done all the other shit, so apologies for the lengthy video, but I feel it was necessary to cover off all the things to do with patch 2.0, and so far, the frame rate is holding pretty good. I think that dead zone is still there, because... Oh, that's first gear. I shouldn't do that. Yeah, I reckon that dead zone's still there. That hasn't saved. Oh, that was better. That was better. Better. I actually do think it sounds a lot better in Assetto Corsa as well. Like, just the overall atmosphere and feedback sounds. Like, the tyres are kind of hard to hear in this. The engine is a lot more... I don't want to use the term muffled, but it's the only word that's coming to my mind right now. I find myself relying on the shift lights a bit more on this than I do in Assetto Corsa. Aside from the fact that in Assetto Corsa the shift lights are easy to see because they glow. Oh, get around. Surprised that wasn't an off-track. Lap time invalidated. Oh, no! Oh! I was on a good lap, too. Damn sausage curbs! Oh, I locked up a little bit there. Not good. Oh. I don't very often get moments like that where I save it in Project Cars, but oh, I tell you what, when I get it and I save it, it feels freaking good. Well, I might have taken that bollard out there. My bad. Still get the occasional bit of warbly sound. Anybody else that plays the Xbox version will know what I'm talking about with that. Steer well clear of that curb this time. Oh, that's close. Oh, that's close. I don't want to know how close I was to that wall then. 8 seconds faster. Look at that. Oh, that's too much. Oh, no. Yeah, I made a mess of that. Alright. Let's check what was my lap time in Assetto Corsa. Well, there you go. According to this, my fastest in Assetto Corsa was a 2:32. 2:32.581. So, what's that, about 7 seconds? About 7 seconds faster in Project Cars compared to Assetto Corsa. That's not bad. I still prefer Assetto Corsa though. That just, I don't know. It seems more... I don't know. Personal preference. All that jazz. Not that it's going to stop me from playing Project Cars. Sorry, I muted it then because I had to sneeze. A big sneeze. So, there's still a couple of little bugs in the menus and stuff. It still says there that my preferred realism is chase camera, even though I've not used the chase camera at all. I might have used it for like checking to see how much damage my car has had. That's about it. Go to chase camera. Oh, I've lost my rear wing. That's cool. Go in the pits. Go back into friggin' cockpit camera. Why it still says my preferred thing is chase camera? No idea. Not a clue. Favorite location says United Kingdom. Shows a picture of Monza. Makes sense that my favourite location is United Kingdom because I've driven at Silverstone a lot, but why it shows Monza, I have no idea. 72 races in GTs seems like a lot. I don't think I've entered that many, but probably have. 60 in open wheels is probably just because of all the testing we did in the Formula Rookies before our season started in our league. It's interesting that it shows 100% races completed, even though I know I have not done that. And I certainly have not had 55 pole positions. Unless it counts all the time, it just randomly assigns pole position to me on a random grid, which doesn't really seem like it should count as a pole position, because I didn't earn it, the game just gave it to me. Anyway, I have one replay, which I don't even know what race that was. It was one of our testing races, I think. But I've heard the replays tend to... Oh, actually, that's a good thing we can test. Let's see if this crashes my game. It took a minute. I thought, hang on, it's not loading here. It's frozen. But it's going. Oh boy, I should not have done this. This video is long enough already. I should not have done this. Very hacky post-record edit. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye.